Trying to get this thing right for my peoples, man. Trying to mess my couch up, man. In 5, 4, 3, 2. MDO podcast. We the voice of YouTube. Best podcast in the world. And I'm back, man. It's your boy Stony 300. I miss y'all. What's the word? I miss y'all. What's up? What's up, my babies? I miss y'all, man. Been a lot going on. Haven't seen me for a while. Yeah, you haven't seen me for a while. I haven't been falling back. Seemed like I kind of been slacking, but I must give you a rundown of everything that's been going on. You know, I got a lot of new equipment. Finally got a lot of new equipment, bro. This is finally looking like a real podcast, man. Shout out to the great people of YouTube. Let's hold on. Let's just stop the show for 1 second. I want to give the biggest thank you and biggest shout out to the great people of YouTube. They gave me a show. Check that out. And I want to tell my ex, you know, YouTube gave me a show now, so you should have been a little bit more nicer to me. You know, I know big people. You know, I have my own show now, so to my ex, yeah, you should have been nicer to me, because I'm a big YouTuber now. Check that out. Oh, another news. So yeah, I'm back now. Well, I'm not back. I'm lying to you guys. I'm not back. I'm just doing I'm giving you guys an update on the channel. So I haven't been shooting any MDO podcast episodes because we have new equipment, and I'm trying to learn how to work all this new equipment. It's not the best equipment, but we have new equipment. So, yeah, we're finally turning into a real podcast. Check that out, bro. And I want to say to all the viewers, man, I love y'all, and I want to thank you guys for your support, your kindness, and more importantly, your patience. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna sit here and say I be sitting in here complaining about, oh, this equipment doesn't go this miles per rate, and this equipment doesn't have this you know, I be sitting in here really, you know, critiquing everything. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. It was a time we didn't have no equipment. Episode 1, we didn't have nothing. I'm gonna repeat this. Episode 1, we didn't have nothing. A little bit before episode 1, we didn't have nothing either. And a little bit before that, it wasn't even barely a channel. So we came a long way, and I'm very, very, very thankful, man. Before we get the show started, I want to thank the good people of YouTube for keeping the lights on. Because it was up to me. I think we all have to share one YouTube bill, and YouTube will only be operating for 3 hours a day, because I will owe Con Ed maybe $1 billion, and you know. So shout out to them for being the people behind the business part. Thank you guys. All right. So I haven't been making shows for the podcast, bro. I got all this equipment. People been trying to unalive me, throw me in, you know, places with metal bars on it, a whole bunch of ish. But me being the ambidextrous survival adaptionist, if you wanna, if that's a word, I don't know. I've been like Floyd Mayweather out here. I've been just dodging all the BS. You know, I've been dodging all the hate, and I've been trying my best to, you know, stay alive and stay out of jail so I can make the show, if that makes sense. So bear with me. There's been a lot going on in drill. Sometimes I'm sad when I can't make the show, but then sometimes I'm not, because we live in an age where so much media is coming out so fast that once something comes out, once an article comes out, once something happens, it's mentally eaten and regurgitated or forgotten about within seconds. So whenever I have a time when I can just soak in a lot of content and then bring the content to you at a later date, I feel like me doing that would be me being one of the more genuine podcasters, not because of maybe my upbringing, but just because I'm not bringing you shock jock value. I mean, I'm not bringing you like, this happened, boom, that happened, boom. I'm seeing what happened, I'm taking it in, pause, and I'm coming to you at a later date with not a rushed opinion for the money, for the views. I'm coming to you with just a real life with just real life thoughts, man. I got a big cup of drink right here, 2 big backwoods, some little Xannies. Um, about to get right, bro. About to get right, bro. Um, got some edibles, so I'm definitely about to get right. About to get right, bro. About to go to the moon. Um, we talking King Von and Durk. Yeah, we talking King Von and Durk. For all the people that's wondering why we've been doing so much King Von and Durk, we didn't start off doing King Von and Durk or the beginning of the episodes. I go in different directions to show my versatility, even though this is a Chicago drill. It's a mainly Chicago drill based show. That is only, I want to say, 60% of the show now. Now that we're not trying to, I feel like we have, took a little bit of a bigger step. And now with the new equipment that we have, we actually turned it into a podcast. And it's time for us to take another vital, hard step. But I'm working on that right now. And so, I guess I'm gonna use this. I want to say I want to give a couple shout outs. I want to give shout out to X-Man Rico. I want to go to X-Man Rico page and follow him. He's a genuine guy. 16shotem visuals. 2 people who both gave me a lot of inspiration and good words on the come up. I'm still on the come up, but on the very beginning. Shout out to YouTube once again for keeping the lights on. They gave me a show. Check that out. When you see my girlfriend, tell her she should have been nicer because the good people of YouTube, they gave me a show. Yeah, I'm a big YouTuber now. So yeah, and other drill news. Before we get to so we're gonna have 2 main topics on the show. The 2 main topics, Von and Durk is one topic, and that's the last but not least would be 16shotem visuals interview that I want to check out, and not necessarily just for 16shotem visuals, but just let's talk this whole internet business. Let's break down like what the hell is really going on, briefly. And before we get into that, I'm gonna spark one of my blunts up, and after I spark one, we got Didi in the background. Check them out. Didi chilling with Durk on there on Tay Town, and they cooling, they booling and all that. So before we get into the main topics, I want to get in a little bit to Chirac news. I know a lot of y'all like that Chirac news. That's like a fan favorite, and I don't do it enough, so I'm trying to incorporate that now. So we a couple seconds from being 8 seconds in the we 7, 8, 9, 10. We officially at the 8-minute mark. Let's get into Chirac news for a few minutes, and then we're gonna get into the show. I didn't spark my blunt. I ain't touched nothing yet. Oh yeah, man. I didn't even tell y'all, bro. I'm a bad boy, man. I've been going on. When you're a bad boy like I am, bro, I don't mean bad boy like Puff. Like, I ain't gonna say bad boy no more. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, man. I've been running through the city, and I just got a new bust down. You got to see this new bracelet. You see my jewelry game. My jewelry game is plain Jane, but it's really sophisticated and ghetto fabulous. But I got a new piece today. Got this new bust down, this new bracelet, and yeah, man, this is really beautiful. The chick that sees me wearing this, man, she's gonna be like, damn, man, this the link on this, bro. This the link on this bracelet. Let you know I'm somebody. You heard? When you look at my jewelry, it shows you how great I am. But when you look at this new bracelet I got and how it shines in the dark, it just shows you that YouTube picked the right person to represent them, a champion, champion of the people, the voice of the people, the voice of YouTube. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna keep flexing, but I'm gonna keep that blessing too. So yeah, Chirac news. I heard Little Zay's back in the rack. Heard there was a little bit of a buzz about that. Some people were not too happy about that. We're gonna touch back on that situation, because that's a situation that, if anybody knows me, I think we've had 2 episodes already on the whole Little Zay. Excuse me. So we had 2 episodes on the whole Little Zay, Little Deuce friendship backdoor, all that. Not saying Lil Zay backdoor Lil Deuce, but we already had 2 episodes on that, and we have. I'll say maybe the next episode of MDO podcast, we're gonna. I'll say in 2 more episodes or 1 more episode, we're gonna be going back for our third installment of Little Deuce conspiracy. Let's just call it that. Because we are a drill conspiracy channel for a way, but it's like I said, anybody that knows me, Lil Deuce is my shorty. Lil Deuce is my shorty, bro. That was my shorty, bro. And when he died, that it's still a lot. It's still a lot. Hey, let me tell you, right? I'm like this. You make your bed, you gotta lay in it. You play in the mud, you're gonna get dirty. But I'm with the fair play. I ain't with the sneaky. You know? But game's cold, but it's fair. But I'm saying this. We gotta do the reason why we keep getting stuck on this the reason why we keep getting stuck on this whole Little Deuce, Little Zay Osama situation is because, like I said, just a lot didn't sit right with that situation, and we already been talking about that now for 3 or 4 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get off. I done messed the camera up. Oh man, I done messed the show up, guys. We're gonna get off that situation. I'm only gonna pick a couple news topics. I only want the biggest news topics. I'm trying to think what's like the biggest news topics in Iraq right now. I seen a little bit about what was that? Mellow Bucks was making a little bit of noise about the whole shooting that happened at her party. They was saying something like what's these people's name? I think what's the word TV or one of these Chirac outlets. I guess maybe they dropped the low when they was uploading some of the Mellow Bucks performance page. They mistakenly dropped the low, I think, and that's what led to her Mellow Bucks album release party being shot up a couple months ago. I don't know how true that is, but I think there was an interview on KB Nene channel. Shout out to her about that whole situation. And so I'm trying to think of, you know what though, I'm not gonna really spend too much time trying to think of situations and things that happen, because I'll just be more prepared next episode. But I'm trying to think of a couple more topics before we get to the show. We're gonna get to the show around the 15-minute mark, so that'd be like 2.5 more minutes. What other Chirac news we got going on in Iraq? What was to that shit with DJ U, man? You know what? How about this, bro? Let's do this, bro. For the last segment of Chirac news, I'm gonna say something about DJ U, but part of the show, we got 16shotem visuals actually interviewing one of DJ U's former business partners. So it's gonna both kind of fall into each other. So get your blunts ready, do what get ready, trust the process, and we're gonna break this thing down right now. MDO podcast. Now for fair use purposes and copyright purposes. This is a reactionary podcast. We react to everything in the drill, hip hop, music, culture, etc. I'm gonna repeat that again. This is a drill reaction podcast. We react to everything in the culture, and to the best of our ability. If you want to find some of these people's channels, I don't probably drop a link because I'm not that advanced yet to drop a link. I might have y'all going to a Home Depot channel by mistake. I always give the people credit when you go to their own channel and check out these amazing content creators, because YouTube got some of the most talented, amazing entertainers in the world, and I'm happy to be a part of the team. Some people say they want to go here, they want to go there. I'm happy where I am. But yeah, bro. So yeah, let's get to it, man. This whole DJ U, I don't know what he got going on, man. He's definitely entertaining. This is the last segment of Chirac News. DJ U, man, he went on some dude. He went on TV show crying. We thought him and Trench's news are locked in, but now we see that as the internet is undefeated, and that as we can see that nothing is as what it seems as usual per capita as per usual. Okay, we at the 15-minute mark. Now we're gonna officially start the show. Let's officially start the show. We're gonna get into this interview with 16shotem Visuals, and he has DJU's old business partner with him, and they're talking about a lot. But 16shotem is not being messy. Shout out to him. I like the way he moves. He's very professional, despite what people think. And I think a lot of people's problem with 16 is he's not he's not putting up with bullshit, but he's coming correct, and that bugs people because when you're moving correctly, it gives people that's not moving correctly the room for, I want to say, their own self judging or own uncomfortableness with themselves. So that's a weird rope to walk, and 16 does that very well. Shout out to him. What I'm basically trying to say is nobody's perfect, but through this whole beef with DJU and 16shotem Visuals, it haven't been a messy situation. It haven't been something that haven't been something with DJU is being real messy, bro. DJU has been very professional, more professional than I think I would have been, and a lot of people would have been. Trying to think, what can I say before we get into the show for real? I'm about to spark my blunt. Spark y'all blunts, man. It's, to my knowledge, if any parents is watching, to my knowledge, all my whole crowd is really old. So when you hear me say I got this and I got that, I'm not trying to pressure anybody or persuade anybody to do anything. I'm just under the impression that I have a very older crowd, and that I don't have an impressionable audience. So if any younger kids are watching this, no, don't listen to nothing I'm saying. Listen to your parents. But my crowd is, the crowd of my viewers are not young for the most part, and so I'm not a role model. I ain't trying to sound like Charles Barkley or Michael Jordan. I'm not a role model, but I got some positive things to say. But I'm not a role model. Hopefully, maybe I can be one day. But I gotta do me, and I hope me doing me doesn't offend anybody. Okay, so on other news, man, yeah, like I said, I'm beating around the bush a little bit. That's not fair to you guys. I'm beating around the bush because, okay, so DJU, this whole internet shit, bro, I don't know what to think of it. Sometimes I think it's fake, sometimes I think it's real. I love what I do though, so whether I get paid or not, we trying to make shit happen, but one step at a time. But what I can say is, my son Durk got the Durk bubble, he got the product bubble jacket. That's tough. Free Smirk, man. I miss that boy. R.I.P. VON. R.I.P. Duck. R.I.P. everybody, man. Free everybody. R.I.P. everybody. Yeah. Before we get into the show all the way, or before we get into the interview, because before we get into the interview and get off of Chirac News, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about DJU, man, and it's real wacky, and it's goofy too. It's kind of goofy. It's not professional, and I'm definitely disappointed in DJU. We found out a lot of tea. We found out a lot of dirt. And without further ado, man, we about to get into the interview. We about to get into this interview. Because y'all been sitting here quiet and patient. And I think that should be rewarded with something good, like me shutting my stupid mouth and doing my job for once in my life, right? All right. So I've already watched. So usually, as you guys know, I watch a little bit of certain interviews, and then I stop the interviews to watch the rest with you guys. I didn't plan on doing the show today, I must admit, but I said to myself, let me get a workout in. Let's move this equipment around and see if we can do the show, because even if I'm not going to do the show right now because of production reasons, I still want to give updates on what's going on. So I haven't been doing the show because I've simply been I simply have a lot of equipment now, and I'm learning how to use it. I'm networking with people, trying to make, trying to do a lot, man. So, still love you guys. I'm still here. I'm just this show. The MDO is actually turned into a podcast. Who knew that? I mean, just a year ago, I was a retail manager for one of the biggest companies in the world, and now I'm a YouTuber. So that's the work. The life changes so quick, man. I like this job better. I like this job better though. And I love you guys, man. You guys put a smile on my face every day, man. And okay, let's get to the show. So yeah, these edibles, I'm munching on these edibles. I ain't smoke a blunt yet, G. And we've been here for a little while. We cooling. I miss y'all with my family. We not OTF, but we definitely only the family. Not the only family I got, Let's take another bite. These edibles. This is our last bite, and I'm gonna put this up because this is gonna have me really loopy. All right, put this up. No more edibles. Save that for later. Got some drink. All right. So I'm gonna tell you. Let's see how the camera looks. I done hit the camera so many times, bro. I done hit the camera so many times. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Edible. All right. This is 16shotem visual. He would I should have turned the light off so it won't be so bright. That it won't be so blue. That light is, I can't see the light above. This other light is me getting turned up. But this is DJU interviewing one of DJ. This is 16shotem interviewing DJU's old business partner, and we finding out a lot of. Unfortunately, we finding out more BS. But like I said, man, if the whole Chicago come together, they can make something that can rival No Jumper. But I take back. When I say something, sometimes when I talk about merging with other entities, you don't need to be bigger than somebody. You just need to make something. Like, I don't think that way anymore. I don't want to be bigger I don't want to be the biggest podcaster. I want to make good, entertaining shit. That's where I'm at right now. As far as me, I don't want to be the best. I want to be the best, but I don't want to. I just want to make really good things. I want to make really good material. I don't care about meeting anybody unless it's meeting people from YouTube, like the people that made it. I want to meet them maybe. I don't want to meet any celebrities anymore. I mean, I came up in the behind the scenes. I don't want to meet anybody anymore. I don't want to meet anybody famous anymore. If I could network and we could work together and do some amazing work or good work, yeah, that's no problem. But this episode is gonna speak a lot on behind the scenes BS and how shady people are. And I want you guys, before we start the show, I want you guys to, you can relate. I don't even want you guys to relate this episode to your life, but I just, people using you for what they want. That's a whole nasty game. We about to start the show now. I'm very surprised at what I was heard, and we're gonna get into it. MDO podcast, voice of YouTube. Let's get into it, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's tripping out of town too.
Yeah.
Who's you say like the best artist you worked with so far?
Like interviewed or like managed? Talent wise?
Nah, like best experience.
Best experience. Ooh. Honestly, I'd say best experience. Probably the people I'm working with right now, like Shelby and Shelby IV and Jada Lowe. They're super easygoing, and we have a good business relationship and everything. And then Chirac Bands too. Like I like working with artists that are family oriented and like easy to communicate with. So any artist that's like on family timing and that's their top priority, like I'm gonna gravitate towards that, definitely.
That's what's up. Jada Lowe, she had a situation with Mello, right? Over a song.
I'm not 100% sure on that, so I wouldn't speak. If you asked her though, definitely she could. But I don't know nothing about that personally.
It might be the wrong. I think that's her though. It might be the wrong person though. But all right, what about worst artist to work
Spark this wood, man.
Worst artist to work. Ooh,
wood,
damn, you're throwing me on the spot right now. Okay, you're gonna get me in trouble with this one. But
I think it was the worst. They already know.
I would say there was two experiences that stand out and for different reasons. And one I wouldn't even say the worst. So okay, I would say the biggest headache for me was probably SD, but it wasn't. He's kind of like someone that likes to drive the boat too, and I'm someone that likes to drive the boat. So that we just butted heads. Like we're both bosses, so we both butt heads a lot. Like I remember on the at the no jumper interview, like we were damn near ready to like fist fight on the way. Like before the no jumper interview, we were arguing so bad. But then but that's still my boy though. Like I got love for him. It ain't like nothing like that. But it's just like we're both bosses and we butt heads too much to work together. But the worst experience would probably be with Yana. I would say like that's the one where like she got a deal, got paid, and then like I ain't get shit.
Damn.
that one hurt the soul a little bit.
What you gonna do about that though? You gotta do something, man.
I know I need to get a good entertainment lawyer. So you good entertain?
Hey, the reason why I chose to do this episode because it just be a lot of wacky shit going on behind the scenes. It be a lot of wacky shit going on in this whole I don't want to say YouTube space. I want to say some of the people that come to YouTube, because YouTube is not the problem, bro. It's just some of the people that come here, and it don't have to be just YouTube. Some people are like, I see a lot of people they're getting people to do their projects. They don't want to pay them, and you getting people to fly out to your city to come do your podcast. You only got to pay them $200. You want to give them $150. We just got to get better, bro. And with the black community and with the urban community, I feel like that stigma is just too relevant. That's what makes me just want to work by myself. I really don't want to work with nobody. Before we get the show started, this was supposed to be a 2-man show, but I don't know what happened to Boy. I don't even know what's up with his show. But I had to move on without him, because if I had to wait for people, it wouldn't have MDO podcast. It would be just M. It wouldn't be it'd be M podcast. So shout out to him though. Hopefully, whatever he was looking for, he found it, man. So let's be playing.
You're out there, hit me up. You could take the whole 30. I don't even care. It's just getting even at this point.
So, can you tell us about your situation with Mile High Minute?
Yeah. There was a point where like I was the COO over there at Mile High Minute, and he's doing a lot of good things for the Denver scene, and I respect Brenton a lot. Like he's building a real media platform out there, and it is a similar situation with SD. Like this is what he told me. Like we're both his bosses, and like because originally I was only supposed to own 15% of the company. So then like imagine if like say Louis owned 15% of like 16shotem, then like he doesn't like he has say in the company obviously, but like your decision's always gonna overrule. You know what I mean? So it was just basically a situation where like I want you to do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we go our separate ways. But I never have nothing bad to say about a man that put money in my pocket. You know what I mean? So it's definitely love.
So, what was certain things that like didn't work? Was it like as far as like creative direction, like this make more sense? Like this make more sense?
Yeah, it's basically just creative direction. So like he would want to focus more on like sports and stuff like that, and then I was kind of more like into the news and like journalist thing, and then and I can understand from a business owner's perspective, because like now that I've branched off and done my own thing, it's like that's your baby. So like it's your vision, and you really like that's like if you don't have kids, like your business is your baby. It's your baby. So like even if like I feel like you'd be a little emotional sometimes, and I'd be like, here's the analytics of what's working, but it's like I want to do this, but you might want to do something, but the numbers are saying something else. But I can also understand where he's coming from too, because that like your business is your baby, and I treat mine like that now. It's my kid.
Hey, I'm gonna say something, right? Like I feel like this whole YouTube thing with my channel, I had definitely a colorful and a long journey with YouTube. Some good, some bad, mostly good, and not even bad. I want to say just like I had a chance to really learn a lot. This is my second channel that I really made, third channel, and after my first channel fell, I had a long time to think about a lot, and I had to really dig deep, and basically what I'm trying to say is when you're doing this YouTube thing and you're taking it serious, to do this, and you already have to worry about getting viewers and getting subscribers. But then when you have to worry about the people that's with your a part of your project not being morally sound, or not giving 100%, or not just doing anything that's not in conjunction with growing and becoming the best possible businessmen, entertainers, etc. you could be, yeah, you get emotional, because I get emotional too. I be behind the scenes, I be screaming, cursing people out to get this equipment, to network, to do everything. Trust me, I'm a monster. If you really love what you do, yeah, behind the scenes I'm a monster, bro. I'm nice to you guys, but behind the scenes I'm pushing the envelope. I'm always trying to get better equipment. I'm always trying to push the envelope on being a better artist, a better everything. So yeah, I'll be bugging out, and you will bug out over this shit if you love it. So to see that DJU had done so much, I want to say, in my eyes, as far as being a content creator, non-morally sound things as an artist, definitely eye-opening. And yeah, this episode definitely, hopefully this could teach us or a little bit more about the business and what to watch out for, because it's sad, but you can't work with your people, man. You can't, man.
Yeah. Then sometimes it be hard. Sometimes people be stuck in their ways with certain things. It's like if you figure some shit out and this how you figure it out, you don't really. Sometimes you don't be keen to hit other things or listen to other things, because it's like this what been working, this what work. But and sometimes it's like you gotta learn to get with the times. Sometimes times change, things change. You gotta
100%.
stay afloat, for real.
The music industry, like, even just for, like, from when I first started, when I was managing Big Guy, like, it's changed so much. And it, like, and even if you go before that, it was like the talent was the ones getting signed, and now it's whoever's the most popular. Like, you can make like a dog shit song. I'm not throwing no shots right now, but like I'm a fairy or something like that, like a song that doesn't actually have like real meaning or like instance or anything like that, and it can go viral, and those are the people getting deals. When you have, like, I know I could think of like 10 artists right now that like aren't signed but are crazy talented, so
Yeah, it definitely be the clout in the moment. Some people get signed for one song,
facts.
like literally that, and they don't have no attention to shit else with them. And
I think of JP from Milwaukee, the Bad Bitty song.
JP, is that?
When I play if I play the song, you know what I'll play it after this.
That's not ready to out of town. Oh, y'all met him with NLE Chopper. They shooting a video.
Oh, okay.
With Suki and shit. Well,
oh, so he still is doing his thing. If he's working with NLE and stuff, I just haven't.
That was around. What was that? Like a year ago. Some shit. What's so funny, man?
Okay, so I gotta apologize, and I gotta explain something to y'all real quick. I gotta explain something to you guys real quick. So this goes for the last episode, and this goes for this episode. I want to give you guys an explanation on why I was so kind of flat the last episode before we continue with the show. So the reason why I was kind of flat is because what was in my mind, that episode was supposed to be about we were supposed to do a show about hip hop, but then I forgot what was going to be the theme of the show, and then I was kind of lost, but I still wanted to get some work done. So there's that. So I kind of use you guys as a emotional stress cushion, if it makes sense, and I want to apologize for that. But in other news, so I've been sitting back. The reason why we doing this episode, and the reason why I do some of the episodes I do the way I do them, because I but I'm surprised about how things go in the background of behind the scenes of things, especially with my people, because I look at it like, damn, like, all right, you look at it like, how do these dudes get to where they are? And then you find out that they don't got nothing, well, supposedly, and they didn't do it by themselves. And then the people who they with, they're not even treating them good. Now, I want to say something about DJU, bro. I don't want to say his time is ticking, but I want to say this, man. I think I don't agree with everything he does. I don't like some of the things he does, but I gotta give credit where credit is due, and he does have his moments where you say, okay, this guy, he's cool, but it's some things I didn't like. It was certain things I didn't like. I don't pick no side, but I didn't like when he was kind of trolling. I don't like when interviewers trolling artists unless they have that repertoire. Like him and Mimo, they had that repertoire, and Mimo's a troller, like a real troller. I don't like people spilling the beans on people when like this is the age of the internet, so a lot of people not real, and that's cool. But you know, if I let you stay on my couch, bro, I let you stay on my couch. It ain't nothing. I'm not rushing to go on YouTube and tell everybody that. If I let you stay on my couch, I lent you $100. Man, that's just between me and you, bro. I'm not that. I really ain't. But what I'm basically trying to say is, with this episode and the next episode, I'm gonna really be trying to touch on a lot of what's going on behind the scenes, and with DJU, you lost the opportunity. Durk put you on ice for reasons you won't disclose. Vaughn, now in this episode, it was revealed by this young man. I forget his name. You gotta look in the title for his name, but he's revealing that DJU actually quit being a DJ for Vaughn and manager or something like that. I was under the impression that DJU's job as Vaughn's anything musically ended when Vaughn tragically died. That's the way he worded it. In a lot of instances, he worded it as if when King Von died, his service as a manager, DJ, whatever, and mind you, what particular role did DJU play as for Vaughn as an artist? We still don't know now, and I know that sounds funny, but I'm just being real with you guys. And everybody have a lot of strong points, and I'm giving you some of my strong points. My strong points are analyzing things analyzing the same situation over long periods of time. And I'm pretty sure through this course of time of us, finding out little bits and pieces about the whole situation, what happened with King Von that night. We now, and what the situations that we know now from today, we don't know. Okay, he said he was Von's DJ, but then I'm hearing that it was like a management deal somewhere in there. Then I hear that, and now, and we also heard from DJU himself. It was a lot of times when the clubs and the promoters would call, they would hit a lot of times, and this is where I was confused at. Well, this is where I'm kind of confused at now. He said he was Von's DJ, but if you go back to some of his old interviews, you will see that DJU said that when some of these club promoters and etc. will call to book Von shows, he would do a lot of the talking. For that, I think the night Von's album release was DJU's birthday. He was the one that was talking to the promoter. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say anything miscellaneous happened with that. All I'm gonna say is, all I'm doing is repeating events that has happened already. That's what we do here. That's a lot of what we do here on this show. Most of the things that's happening has already happened, and we're just talking about things that have already happened already. That's why I'm making very clear this is a reactionary podcast, because we're not if I'm not reacting to content, I'm more likely making my own content. That's what I'm working on right now. So if we're on the live, then we're reacting to content. That's mainly what the show is. If we're not reacting to anything, then we don't have a show. Sadly. But let's get back into this.
He back in down live. Well, yeah, it was like a situation with NLE Chopper and dude, but it's crazy because let me just shut up, man. He was cool. Next.
And I'm end. Like I said, I'm in with this. We right now, at this moment, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to down talk DJU at all. All I'm trying to say is this. I'm very unclear about his job title at the moment, with the things that I've heard from these last I want to see these last 3.5 years, from the 3.5, let's say the last 4 years, from the start to now. Not all the things that I've heard, I'm very unclear about what his job title was. And I know I don't want to sound redundant, but a lot of people have asked DJU over and over, why didn't Durk? What happened with Durk that went wrong? He won't disclose that. So, not trying to talk bad about DJU. He's not my favorite person, but I don't dislike him. On MDO podcast, we try to be non-biased and very, we try to be the last beacon of hope for honesty in hip hop, if that makes sense. Back to the show, man.
Hey, I'm talking about next. Up to you and me. I done put myself up. So I want to say what I was thinking. And he was cool, so I ain't gonna say what I was thinking, man. Shout out JP, man.
Yeah, I heard he's a cool dude. He actually, the town I was staying in it's like a super small town in Wisconsin. He's actually going to college out there, and like I've heard nothing bad about him. So
yeah, he funny as hell. He a character, a real character, bro. Like I seen. What's the craziest thing you've seen on the drill scene?
Oh damn, I gotta think about that. One of the I'll give you the craziest interview I've had. So probably one of the only times I've been scared during an actual interview, like, was when DJ Jerry, he's a shout out DJ Jerry Mixtape Trappers. He's a Milwaukee platform, and I set up an interview with him and OTF Jam, and we pull up there and we're at like a bando, and like I ain't gonna say everything, but like that was one of the only times in my life where I felt like tension, and like where I was like, man, like some shit could really pop off right now, and like I'm not prepared for it. So I was definitely dripping sweat in that interview for sure. And I wasn't even the one doing the interview.
I know exactly how you feel, man, because I had a situation just like that with Timo.
For real?
Bro.
Oh, man.
Same situation. And, like, it started off regular cool.
I'm sorry, I had to stop it again. I want to give a shout out to OTF Timo. I'm not trying to be funny. Maybe not OTF Timo, but the last time I heard him and Durk was still kind of all right. But let's just say Timo. We'll give a shout out to Timo. I just stopped out. We're going to give a spotlight. There's a 2-second spotlight to Timo because he's just an example of, like, when that paperwork not right, I don't know what happened with his career. That's what I'm going to say before I start the show again. I don't know what happened with his career, bro. The talent is this the thing that we find out the hard way about this whole industry, about any industry in entertainment, is that talent is usually the last piece of the recipe. That's a free jewel I'm gonna give to you guys. Talent is not the end all be all, and that's where some guys go wrong. They say, "Oh, I have talent," and when the talent don't push them over the top, it's like, so.
Regular house, everything's cool. I don't think we doing it. He like, oh, we finna do it here. Get to walking to where he walking. Next thing you know, a gun come out. We walk in the room, and ain't no lights on in that bitch. He get to walking around looking.
What's going on,
bro? What the fuck is you trying to rob me or something?
Yeah.
Mind you, I think I had just got locked up for a gun. I don't remember what it was. Whatever it was, I ain't had no gun on me. So I'm real uncomfortable right now because I don't know Timo. This is my first time meeting Timo. He got a pipe, he walking around, looking around. Is he looking for witnesses? Like, what are he looking for? Like, this ain't your crib? What the lights at? What's going on? Yeah. Then he clear the crib, make sure nobody in that bitch. Then we sit down, do the interview, the lights cut on. And end up, we been in a bando. But he wasn't no shit, though. Everything was cool. It's just, I ain't know you. And shit, this shit's sketchy.
We had that like in Atlanta when we interviewed Lil Willie, and then we pulled up to that bando, and then it was crazy. Remember how you were saying you didn't even know that was Zoo that was sitting right there?
Yeah.
We had the same situation in Atlanta. We interviewed Lil Willie, and then Baby Kia was there, and I didn't even know until after we left like the interview. And then I even said some dumbass shit in the interview, because like I think it was him or like my cameraman whispered to me like, "Oh, Baby Kia's here." So then I ask a Baby Kia question to Lil Willie, and thinking like the dude next to him is Baby Kia, but Baby Kia's in the whole other like separate room. I had to edit that part out the interview.
You should love it in. Nah,
what would you say, the worst deal you made?
Worst deal.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to 16shotem Visuals. If you want to see this, I don't want to play too much of it, even though I talk to a lot of content creators and try to get the okay. 16shotem will be cool with it, as long as I give him his credit, which I do on several episodes. Go to if you want to see this content without being interrupted by a goofy like me, go to 16shotem Visuals. Like, comment, subscribe on 20 of his videos. Binge watch all of his stuff, because I want to say something. Right? I want to give, and I want to, and I love women. I want to say this though. I want to give 16 his flowers for this reason, right? The big thing of flowers, because I feel like we need 16 on YouTube. We need for YouTube for a certain demographic of YouTube to survive. We need people like 16, because we need people that is going to be open-minded. we need the big interview. We need the big platforms to be. We need a big platform that's open-minded and that will interview people that he has taken a lot of interviews that, in my opinion, has pushed him more further into being a drill journalist. I want to say that. And it's maybe interviews I wouldn't have took, and it's not that I wouldn't have took them because I don't think they would have been good interviews. It's maybe because I'm a little bit of a coward. It's maybe because maybe I'm in a demographic of people that maybe I don't show enough support to certain. I always show support to 16, but I want to say I'm in maybe that Gucci, Fendi, Prada a generation where, you know, like me, I'm in a weird place because I try to make content to push the envelope, but I really don't like rocking the boat to a certain degree. And anybody that has been watching the show, I'm not in the business of fighting dragons. I'm not in the business of fighting unbeatable things. And I do want to change the world, but not in that way. And 16 has taken a lot of interviews and gave people a voice who I don't want to say has been hurt, but has been wronged. And that, not to say I wouldn't have did interviews, but like I said, 16 is really a down-to-earth pioneer in a fight. I feel like he's like a freedom fighter for the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And he's really bigger than he realizes, you know? So I gotta try to tag him in this. A shout out to him. Dope interview. Let's play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna stop it. Then you guys can go to his. I'm not gonna stop the show, but I don't want to play too much of it. But let's keep it going.
I would say it was probably the FTO big guy contract, and the that is because we could have got a way bigger bag if we would have waited. Like it was the first artist like I was like really like managing, like taking it serious, you know. And it was like my first label contract. Like they sent it, and like as an artist, it's what you're working for your whole like the whole life or your whole time. You're putting all your energy into this. And then we signed that with them, and then right after that, I had Alamo, Sony. Like I remember I'm in Disney with my girl, and I'm having Sony, Alamo text me, and then like I just signed the paperwork with We Create Music. Damn. So then I'm just sitting there like I don't even want to tell the artist. Like I'm having all these people hit me up like we just fucked up, bro. But
like, we just fucked up, bro.
Yeah, we fucked up, bro.
Thinking that bad? Yeah, how bad?
So artists, always wait. Don't take that first deal unless it's something really, really good that makes sense. Always wait, because when that first one comes, like from my experience, you're gonna have 2 or 3 more coming in the next couple weeks. So
yeah, everybody I know that we was dealing with that got signed and we was moving around with them. It was a lot of deals. It was going from here to here to here to here to here type shit. It's like all they ass start when they come, they be coming around the same time because they all looking at the same shit.
100%,
bro.
You use AI every day, but what if you built what it runs on? WGU's online software engineering degree helps you turn your coding skills into a future-shaping career. Learn more at wgu.edu.
Whoa, can you
supplements in one box? Holy!
Try the Daily Source Nature Made, a 4-supplement routine designed by our experts.
My husband and I, we take turns supporting each other. So he supported me through my first book. Now it's my turn.
My turn is yet to win me the Nobel.
The Nobel. Are you joking? Honey.
Not at all. I am creating the bioagrotech that will change the world. I call it the miracle of miniaturization.
This is the top secret project you've been working on?
So, as you can see, I think what I've been doing, I'm trying to let his ads play a little more. I don't want to skip his ads. We're going to watch a little bit of interview, let his ads play. And while some of his ads play, we'll just chop it up for a second. But I want to let some of his ads play, because if this is, I don't know if this is a way to help his channel, but if it is, let's let the ads play, and slow it down a little bit. That's the least I can do. So once again, if you want to watch this content uninterrupted, you can go to 16shotem visuals, like, comment, and subscribe, and binge watch 20 of his videos, maybe 40, even 50. He wouldn't be mad, and I wouldn't be mad, and the great people of YouTube, they wouldn't be mad either. But yeah, I put this episode on because it wasn't to bash DJU, but I think it was more so for, we live in an age where we want to know what's going on, and to find out. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed to hear some of the stuff I was hearing, bro. And DJ, you better do better, man. Because in life, I feel like in life you only get so many chances to be in love. You only get so many chances to have that great job. You only get so many chances. Bro. That's the one thing I'm gonna tell you. In life you only get 3 chances sometimes for something great to happen. Maybe one. And DJ, you could bounce back, but he gotta go about. In my opinion, he has to go about things very, very different, bro. Very, very different. Yeah, man, I miss y'all, bro. There's been a lot going on, man. Car almost slid off the highway last night. Like, hey, I be going through it, bro. I be going through it. So, like I said, I got this new equipment. I'm trying to learn how to use it. So bear with me. Hold on. So yeah, bear with me. So it's not that I haven't been trying to upload content. I just have equipment that's not the best, but I'm trying to work with what I have, and I'm trying to make the content now. And yeah, bro, I'm up in the middle of the night. I'm up in the middle of the night. I just wanted to give y'all an update on what's going on with the channel. Yeah, bro. So got all this new equipment, and finally got a podcast. But it's not the best equipment, but I'm trying to make it work, and trying to see what we could do, man. All right, let's get back to the show.
You could break that down?
Yeah, so basically I was doing like marketing campaigns and stuff for artists, for like a couple different channels. They do like compilation videos, so it'd be like top like heartbreaking like rap songs, or like circumcised rappers versus uncircumcised rapper, like crazy shit. Yeah,
Like
What?
like real circumcised, like
apparently, I don't know how they got this information, but like they would be like, if you type it in, like they're out, and I'll show you. But we would do shit.
Word.
We would do shit like that.
Gotta hold on.
And then,
hold on.
No, these videos would go crazy, y'all. Like they'd get like 100, 200,000 million, like crazy views. You know what I'm saying?
100 million.
Yo, hold on. And see, look, you trying to make a work of art, and there's people out there getting paid thousands of dollars worth of, thousands of dollars off making like which drill rapper schlong is different sizes. So it's like sometimes it'll be the simple stuff, like definitely trying to broaden my horizon. I'm about to make a channel about worms racing or something, like But I'm still gonna be here. Don't worry, still gonna be here.
Watching.
Not a million.
A million people looking up circumcised and uncircumcised
What the
rappers.
hell?
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
nah,
I don't know if it just hits the algorithm, and then people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
What's going on,
But
bro?
I don't know.
What's going on, bro?
But it was like basically like that, and then bro, he's like the Lua Lua channel. He was like basically he started doing shows and stuff for artists in the UK. So he ain't have time to spend like 6 hours a day making these compilation videos. So he was selling the channel. So and then he reached out to me because I was the one doing like all the bookings for him and stuff, and basically said like, I don't want the channel to die or whatever. Like I want to give it to somebody. He gave me a decent deal on it, and I ended up buying it, and yeah, that's really how it started. And then I transitioned from the compilation videos to like I want to build out like a say cheese or like what you're doing, you know, with like the blogging and the interviews and stuff like that. So basically transitioning from the compilation videos to interviewing or building like a real media platform, because like the compilation videos, it's not like a real business model. Like it is, but it isn't, because one, you don't get paid off the views. So say a video does 6 million views, you're only getting paid off like the promo at the start of the video. So like how the business model would work is like artists would pay to put their song in the compilation video, and then like the first song would be that artist, and we put like the link there, you know, to get like the high click-through rate. And then people would watch the video and be like, oh, that shit was fire, and go check out the song. And but like you didn't get paid off the views or nothing, so it's like, you know, you get paid $500-600 a week. Like I can fucking work at McDonald's and make that, you know what I'm saying? So it's more like a side hustle than like a real business. So
I guess you could have charged people though.
yeah, I could have charged them more than what we were doing for sure. But then like the issue with that was like part of it, like some videos
down.
well, that, and then like some videos would do like 10,000 views, and then if one did 1 million views, like the backtraction on that could be like 50,000 to 100,000 views for that artist. So like if every video was like that, like I could charge way more. But then, like if the video did 10,000 views, the video ended up like 200 views or something, you know, like, so it wasn't like it was hard to gauge, I guess.
So you have monthly deals where it's like shit, this one artist for the month, but you gotta have budget for that.
Yeah,
you gotta have budget for that.
And TikTok killed a lot of those compilation. Like if you look at it now, like a lot of those compilation videos died because like when TikTok came out, people did it in short format forms. So then people stopped going to the YouTube. So then like you'd put 4 hours into making these compilation videos to get 10,000 views instead of the 100-200,000 before. So it's just it was time. I felt like it was time for a change. But
how was it learning a business and taking a page that's catered towards like compilation videos and trying to do something new with it?
It's definitely been a struggle. People definitely been bitching about it for sure. Like the people like who were subscribed before. But I ignore that shit.
They're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, 100%. But like I ignore it. Like I'm focused. Like I got a 2-3 year plan with this. So like I'm thinking about it long term, and I want to build something out in Chicago that like we got interviews, we got the Twitch streaming, I'm signing artists. Like I really want to make a positive impact in the city, and I think this was a good leverage piece for me to do that in the future for what I'm trying to build.
How do you deal with artists? Like, say if it's an artist that you want to manage, or do you sign people or just manage so far?
Yeah, so like originally I started off just doing management deals, and then recently me and my business partner Ruben, CL, Leafy, shout out all of them. We started basically like we're building out a distribution company. So like one of the biggest struggles for artists right now is like it's so expensive to be an artist. You got $500 for a music video, $250 for your studio time, $200-300 for your beats. Like everything's so expensive. Where like, I feel like if an artist doesn't get that buzz right away, they kind of give up, or like they you know they got kids, they got family shit to think about, so that they kind of prioritize other things. But we're trying to build out a system right now, basically, where we can get like a few artists, and then the whole production side of things is taken care of. So the studio's taken care of, the music videos are taken care of, and basically everyone's working off a percentage base. So instead of getting like a loan or something from a label, where you're like you have to pay that shit back, basically the cameraman's getting a percentage, the producer's getting a percentage, and everyone's gonna build it out.
Alright. We're not stopping the show, but I don't want to play too much of his interview because it's not the longest interview in the world. If you want to see his interview in entirety, go to 16shotem Visuals, and you can see his interview. in entirety. And before we end the show, what's the last topic before we end the show, bro? Oh, this would be perfect. Let's end this show talking about this. I'm gonna play the interview. I'm gonna let y'all see the interview. Hold on, y'all. Let me just get it ready for y'all, bro. You know, we gonna play a little bit of this interview. Fuck, we gonna end the show with this, bro. With this no jumper, Lil Law, Lil Law interview.
Crafted with soul.
We gonna end the show with that, man. Hold on.
This is Milo. Pets are family, but every year 10 million of them go missing, and the ways we look for them haven't changed in years.
Oh, you just gotta have a technique before you start fighting, though. Yeah.
Let me like this video real quick. I like the video for them. That's the least I can do. We're not gonna spend too much time on this. We're gonna spend a few minutes on it and we're gonna get out of here. I wanted to talk about this because I watched this whole. We're not gonna watch a lot of this. We're not gonna watch a lot of this. Matter of fact, let me just. Okay. So I watched this whole interview. I want to say 3 days ago, and not surprisingly, I want to keep it real, bro. I'm not the type of person I'm not a bandwagon type of dude. I'm a real dude, bro. And when I say I'm a real dude, like, you might not agree with what I gotta say because I'm gonna say what's real. I'm not gonna say what the majority is saying. And what I gotta say is Adam 22 Adam 22 and Remo. I definitely developed a bigger respect for them in the last year. And sometimes, like remember earlier I was kind of apologizing for me kind of being like not starstruck or being like stunned. The last episode, what episode was that? I forgot. The last episode I was kind of like out of it. It was because it was supposed to be I seen so much things going on with this, the whole state of hip hop, the whole state of social media, the whole state of podcasting. It's like a big change that's going on. And we were supposed to have an episode just about hip hop, and we didn't. So that's where I was thrown off. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Adam 22 and Remo really made this interview more than the actual artist, more than Law did, and which is crazy. But that shows you just their range. Because I can't listen to Lil Law talk for too much. Maybe rap, but I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. So we're not even gonna listen to this visual. We're not gonna listen to this audio because I can't do it again. Me being a journalist, I had to sit through it for an hour, and it was too hard. And I'm sorry. But Adam and Remo really, they really carried this interview. And Adam 22, you know, I don't diss Adam because I have a respect for people that's gonna show. YouTube is not about looking cool. YouTube is not about, you know, YouTube just happened to be around when the shift came about numbers and shit. But I want Adam to stay around because I don't want you guys to make YouTube high school. And as long as people like Adam 22 is around, that's gonna stop that shit from happening. And I'm sorry for cursing, but you guys, like the change that's happening in YouTube, you guys are not gonna come. And I want to say one thing: shout out to the internet for stopping these guys, because we put up, and I'm not trying to sound biased against rappers, but I'm gonna say this: we put up with your bullshit for too long already. And you're not gonna come to YouTube and do that. You're not gonna do that, and we're not gonna let you. And if you think you are, we're gonna show you that no, you're not. We put up with it when you was rappers, but we're not gonna do that here. And as long as I'm here, I grew up on YouTube. As long as I'm here, I'm not gonna let that happen either. You know, so we need platforms that's gonna be somewhat honest. We're not gonna turn YouTube into high school. We're not gonna do that. Popularity won't save you all the way here. You have to come and do something eventually. You could get away with the bullshit for a little while, but eventually, it's gonna show who's who. That's my opinion. And that's why I don't want to work with nobody. No more. A few people I will work with, and I'm open to it, but I'm just not. I'm focused on just making the best work I could possibly be. I'm not focused on meeting nobody. I met everybody already. Unless it's meeting the people, meeting YouTube execs. That's the only people I want to meet. Or meeting just people that's really artists in the game, like the Joe Rogans, the people who I consider real, the X-Men Ricos, the six. I'm open to meeting anybody. I just don't want to meet people. I don't care if you're a big name. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm at a point in my life where I just want my This is why I was mad at DJ U, bro, because his interviews actually meant something a little bit, and to have him going through what he's going through is like, bro, if things are gonna go wrong, let it go wrong on a level of something happened. It can't be you. You want to have beef with the manager, you want to take somebody's place and all of this bull, and you want to, you got an opportunity to work with Durk and this go wrong. Come on, bro. Gotta be a point where it's like, I gotta dig deep in, And I be thinking that dudes be doing it by themselves, but dudes be having a lot of help. And it be shocking me because these dudes got money. So with the money y'all shouldn't be, dudes should be further in my opinion, because I don't have no money like that. Not like these dudes do. These dudes be having like 100,000 on a regular Monday. But you want to just F it up, and when they lose it, it'd be like, damn, like you lost it because you're trying to shortchange the manager because you think he's white and he won't beat you up and he won't shoot you. But then you want to pay the people who will shoot you and all that. Come on, guys, gotta do better than that, bro. Gotta do better. And this is where people go wrong, man. This is where people go wrong, bro. Stop trying to judge a book by its cover. Treat people how you want to be treated. That's why people go through so much shit. I see this a lot, man. Give people their money. Because if it was you'd be raising hell. You want to do all type of shit. Give people their money, bro. Yeah, I'm going to come on TV and bash you. Because you playing games. And let me tell you what shit going wrong with me. If I know you the type of person that will shoot me for something, then if you do something wrong to me, I got to get on your ass. Even if I don't want to, because it's like I know what you're going to do to me. So now it's like, all right, you think you just play with me? So it's like when I see people who not really tough trying to get over on people, it's like, damn, all right, you scared of VON, but you want to dead this person on money. Maybe that's the fallout that King Von and what's the dude named OT Avani? Maybe that's the little maybe that's the little falling out they was having over that. You never know. But pay people their money, bro. Pay people their money. Pay people their money, bro. Pay people, do right by people. Be decent. And then your life will go so much easier for so much people. That's before we end the show. I'm end it like that. It might be corny, but this is where a lot of y'all go wrong. Do right by people. Do what you want done to you. Treat people how you want to be treated, and see how your life will go. See how your life will go. Shout out to Adam22 and No Jumper for the clip. We're gonna get out of here in like 50 seconds. I'm in the show. I'm not your parents or nothing like that. I'm just in the show with that. I'm not perfect myself, but I try to treat people good to the best of my ability, and I try not to be too mixy. I try to stay in my lane. You playing the dirt, you get messy, man. That's the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. Shout out to Comment Gang. The comments, y'all always keep me alive. YouTube, we be in the comments, and in the comment section, y'all be having me rolling. We're gonna end the show with shout out to the good people with YouTube. They gave me a show. Check that out. You know, you see my ex-girlfriend. Told me she should have been nice to me. I have a show now. Check that out. MDO podcast, best podcast in the world. I love y'all. I mean that. Thank y'all for y'all patience and y'all kindness. We out of here, man.